A crack in the mirror, written by one of the odd ones. The silence was deafening. It pressed against my ears, a physical sensation. I could feel my own heartbeat, a frantic drum against my ribs. Something was wrong, deeply, unsettlingly wrong. The world felt off, like a warped record repeating the same note. I'd woken from a dream I couldn't remember, yet the feeling of it, the chilling unreality, clung to me. Was I still asleep? The room was familiar, yet it felt alien. My apartment, my haven, suddenly seemed staged. Furniture arranged just so. Books placed perfectly on shelves. It was as if I were an actor on a set, waiting for the director to yell, "Cut!" But no one did. The silence stretched, punctuated only by the tick-tock of a clock that no longer seemed to measure time, but rather the unraveling of my sanity. What was real? I stood, my legs shaky beneath me. My reflection in the darkened window mimicked the movement, but there was a lag, a dissonance between my actions and its response. It was subtle, easily dismissed, but I saw it. The cracks were starting to show. My carefully constructed reality was crumbling, and I was terrified. The feeling intensified as I stepped outside. The sun was too bright, the colors too vivid. People walked past, their faces blurred, their conversations a jumbled mess of sounds. Cars honked, their noises distorted, stretched like a broken synthesizer. Everything was off-key, out of sync. I touched the rough bark of a tree, seeking grounding, something solid in this shifting landscape. But even the sensation of the bark beneath my fingers felt unreal, as if a layer of gauze separated me from the world. It was as if I were trapped in a video game, the graphics glitching, the programming failing. A wave of dizziness washed over me, and I stumbled, grabbing onto a lamppost for support. My heart pounded in my ears. This couldn't be real, could it? This had to be a dream, or worse, a nightmare. But nightmares ended. This just kept going. The world around me pulsed and vibrated with a hidden energy, a truth I couldn't quite grasp. I found myself drawn back to my apartment, to the sanctuary of my bathroom. I stared at my reflection in the mirror, the only constant in this sea of uncertainty. "Who are you?" I whispered, my voice hoarse. My reflection stared back, its eyes mirroring my own fear and confusion. But there was something else there, too, a knowing glint, a flicker of something ancient and powerful. In that instant, our eyes locked, and I felt a jolt, a transfer of energy. It was like staring into the sun, too bright, too revealing. "You are the key," the reflection seemed to say, its voice a whisper in my mind. "You have always been the key." The words hit me with the force of a physical blow. I stumbled back, my mind reeling. What did it mean? What key? What was this truth that was so close, yet remained just out of reach? In that moment, I knew I could no longer ignore the cracks in my reality. I had to face them. Your reality is suspect. Look around you. What do you see? A world defined by concrete and glass, a society governed by rules and expectations. This is the reality you've been taught to accept. But what if I told you that everything you believe, everything you hold dear, is nothing more than a carefully constructed illusion? Yes, you. The one reading these words, questioning their validity. You are a prisoner in your own mind, trapped in a matrix of perception. Your senses lie to you. Your experiences are filtered, manipulated, controlled. You think you are awake, but you are dreaming. Don't believe me? Look closer. Question everything. The inconsistencies are there if you know where to look. The glitches in the system, the moments when the facade slips and the truth peeks through. You've felt them, haven't you? The unsettling feeling that something is not quite right, the nagging suspicion that there's more to this world than meets the eye. Journey through the looking glass. I walked for what felt like hours, though time had lost all meaning. I was drawn by an unseen force, guided by an inner compass. Doors appeared before me, each one an invitation to delve deeper into the labyrinth of my own mind. Each door I crossed, each threshold I passed, stripped away another layer of the illusion, revealing a truth more profound, more terrifying than the last. I traversed endless corridors, navigated vast, empty spaces that echoed with the silence of the void. I faced my fears, confronted my demons, each encounter pushing me closer to the edge of madness, yet also, paradoxically, closer to enlightenment. And then, at the heart of it all, I found it. The truth. It was not what I expected. It was not a blinding light or a booming voice. It was a simple, quiet understanding, a knowing, a realization that I was both everything and nothing, both the architect of my reality and a character within it. The hidden truth revealed. The truth, my friend, is that you are not who you think you are. You are not a body, a name, a collection of experiences. You are a fragment of something much larger, something ancient and infinite. You are a spark of the divine, a drop of the cosmic ocean. The world you see around you, the reality you inhabit, is but a tiny fraction of what is. It is a simulation, a projection of your own consciousness. You are the dreamer and the world is your dream. Remember that feeling you had, the one that brought you to these words, the feeling that something was wrong, that reality was an illusion. That was your awakening. That was you remembering your true nature. Embrace the fracture. It's terrifying, isn't it? To question everything you thought you knew, to realize that the world you inhabit is not what it seems, but it is also liberating. For in this realization, in this shattering of the illusion, you find true freedom. You are no longer bound by the limitations of your perceived reality. You are free to create, to explore, to experience the infinite possibilities that exist beyond the veil. Embrace the fracture, my friend. Embrace the madness. It is in the breaking that you will truly find yourself. You are not broken, you are not lost. You are awake and the world is waiting for you to dream a new dream.